Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. I know it's been a while, but we got a good one for you today. And you probably came here because you clicked on that thumbnail, you saw the title, and you were just dying to know what's here. And yep, we're going to show you how you can be a millionaire starting at $0 and 15 years old and be a millionaire by retirement. So the process is simple, but it's easier said than done. So I came across a book a couple months ago that my dad recommended to me from another friend, and it was showing how it's not that hard to be a millionaire. Today, around 8 to 10% of millionaires, of Americans are millionaires, which that number is constantly fluctuating year after year. Most people do make it to that millionaire category once or twice, like 2 or 3 years maybe, but then they drop out of it, and consistent millionaires are very, very rare. So how does this method work? So basically, you take a small amount of your money, you set it aside, you invest it in a broad index fund or ETF or and just watch that grow. You don't touch it, you don't buy or sell, you don't sell it, you keep buying over and over, month after month, in that same one, and then by the end of your 40 years or whenever you retire, you're going to have $1 million there with the power of compound interest. Now, compound interest is the key thing here, and I'll break down the math for you in a bit, but just to check it out, if you don't know what compound interest is and how that works, go check out my financial fundamentals video. I'll link it down or show it here. Go check that out about compound interest. And then so let's go and I'll show you the math I'm on calculator.net. So it's a really nice, simple investment calculator that tracks your investment and shows how you can put in the money with starting amounts and investment rates and all sorts of stuff. So let's go show you the math. All right, guys. So basically, this is the book that I got it from. This is the section that we're going to be referring. The book is called How to Raise Your Child's Financial IQ. My dad sent it to me a couple months ago. It's a really great book. It's actually a free PDF. You can download it. I'll leave it down, a free copy, in the description down below. So let's go take a look at our thing. So this basically explains compound interest and stuff. But the only thing we're really considered about is this part right here. Yep, want to be a millionaire. Yes, I do. So how do we be a millionaire? So you can just basically read through this, but just to sum it up, if you start at 15 years old, save $200 each month, getting an 8% return on your money each year, which is not that bad. Most index funds, S&P 500, averages around 8%, so that's a pretty decent return. And then by the age of 60, so 45 years later, you're going to have $1 million. Now, the big thing here is you have to start at 15 years old. Now, let's say you start later, or you're seeing my video later, or whatever it is, and you're 25 or 35 years old, it clearly shows how much you need to save. So monthly savings, if you start at 15 is 200, 25 is 450, 35 is 1,060, and 45 is 2,845. So I don't need to bore you with these numbers, but you can see that the later you start and choose to invest, the more you have to put each month away. And you can also see on this total money you need to save, how if you start at 45, you're literally putting $500,000, which is still great because you're getting $500,000, but that's half the amount. Whereas if you start at 15, you're literally putting 10%. So let's go to the investment calculator and show you how this math plays out. All right, guys. So we got the investment calculator here. It's a pretty neat website where you can just plug in the variables of your different, starting amount, return rate, and just see how much your money can grow. It's a pretty great stuff that I use to calculate many different investments. So let's go check out the math. So this is what they start out with. And you can just see in their graph, you can see how much is your starting amount, which is in blue, your total contributions, your interest, all that stuff. So we're going to change it up to what we want, right, to make $1 million. So we're going to start out with, it says 20,000. We're going to change that. We're going to make it $0. We're going to start with $0. Then, so you can see our breakdown has changed. We're going to do after 45 years, because if we start at 15, it's going to be 25, 35, 45, 55, 60. Well, assuming we retired 60 years old, which is still very early, but let's do 45 years. All right. Now we got a return rate of 8%, which is a modest return rate. And then we're going to compound it annually, and we're going to do it at the beginning or end of the month or end of the year. I don't think it really matters, but we're just going to do $200 a month or $2,400 a year. Both are fine. So let's just go ahead and do annually compounded at $2,400 a year, so $2,400 at the end of each year. And let's go check it out. Ooh, weird. Beginning of each year, maybe. All right. So the beginning and end of each year supposedly does make a little bit of difference. I'm not really sure how that works, but So you can see here that the end result is we end up with $1,001,001, or $1,001,000. So yeah, this is it here. Our breakdown clearly shows that 89% of our entire $1 million is pure interest. That's free money. You put it in there and you allow it to grow for 45 years, and boom, you just got yourself 90% of interest, and only 10% was the initial contribution. You only contributed a little over $100,000. $900,000 is interest. You can check out the chart. You can see how it's an exponential graph, meaning as you start off with 1, 5, 10, 20 years, it's going at a really small rate, increasing a little by little. But once you hit that 30, 40 years, every single year is like doubling and tripling, and it just starts, exponential curve. That's kind of how it works. So yeah, you can see how it is completely possible and it's doable and all that stuff. So yeah, now let's see, how do you do this? So $200 a month at 15 years old is not a lot of money or a little bit of money. You got to do something. So now let's say you get an allowance or birthday money or whatever it is, and you just have the discipline, the financial discipline to put that aside each month and invest that. Do not touch it. Do not do anything with it. And then it's fairly simple for you to grow it. So now, where do you invest this $200 a month? Do not put it in a single stock because of the risk that it has. Put it in like a broad index funds. Now, I just got an account on Public, which I'll be making a video on. Starting this journey from 15 years old, I'll be showing you which ones that I'm investing in personally and how I plan to grow it to $1 million. But yeah, this has been just a video showing how it's not that hard as you think to become a millionaire if you're consistent with your money and you have that discipline and let compound interest work for you. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video on how to become a millionaire starting at $0. You clearly saw it's possible. Go out there, try it, start saving that money, start getting a part-time job or a side hustle or whatever it is that it takes. Yeah, that's it guys. Coming with a new video next week on Public account, which is a new stock trading app that I got, and just getting that approved and stuff like that. So yeah, hope to be posting more consistently, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.